Hey, 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 gamers, and welcome in to tonight's stream. No, but welcome in. Tonight we're doing some funny Minecraft once more. I'm pretty pumped today. I'm pretty pumped for the week of streaming ahead. What I'm not pumped about is that thanks for the bonk, I keep procrastinating on this month's YouTube video. I'll talk more about that later, but first up, we're back with the peach rings G Fuel again. I swear I'll order more. I want to try more of these flavors because I got like some like very odd, strange, alluring flavors available. And so there's a lot of intrigue there for me. But that's enough about what sort of caffeine we're consuming, what sort of unhealthy habits we're developing. Let's continue the healthy habit of keeping up the stream, shall we? So let's play the video game. So all my audio levels are probably gonna be like absolutely screwed by now. But we'll see about that. We'll see just how screwed they are when we get into the game. So I think last we left off, we built some bridges. We didn't burn any bridges. We just built some. Ooh, don't fall too hard. Yeah, we built that bridge over there, and we connected that bridge to it. And I have yet to do much more than that. See, I like this the way it is. It looks a little weird and strange, but I think it works. I think it works personally. Maybe I could utilize this and build something under here, or like incorporate this farm a little better to the surrounding areas. It's not just like a thing sitting on a thing, you know. Maybe I'll do that, but the first thing I want to do today, like the biggest, most important thing that I'm going to be doing all day today, is getting enchantments done. Because we've got some diamond stuff. We're like starting to get to the point where diamonds are available to us. And I would like to be able to, in the future with more diamond things, I would like to be able to enchant things so that I can have my diamond tools for longer. Granted, they're not going to be infinite, considering mending doesn't exist yet, but they should last a good while that way. Personally, I don't know about you, but personally, I wouldn't let that stop me from having nice things. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just too cool for that. But what I'm not too cool for is running back home as fast as possible because it is getting dark and I don't want to deal with that. Very rare occasion where you'll see me run. I should have checked what time of day it was before we started, so that I didn't have to immediately run back. Bonks all over the place today. But yeah, no, I like these Minecraft streams. I really do. And I wish I were streaming Minecraft more often. I like to keep a pretty varied stream schedule, but I've got some slots that'll be opening up pretty soon because I know about how long Half-Life Alyx is going to take me, and with that, Wednesday will be freed up, so it's really just a matter of, you know, come on. It's really just a matter of finishing that game, and then I should be able to stream twice a week Minecraft. I don't know, though. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, because I've still got like BioShock and things like that to stream. But now that we're in the clear, shall we say, let's go see if we can't find ourselves a cow, because I would love to have a cow farm ready and running. Maybe I'll set it there, because it's the only other really free spot we have, and it's close to our wheat farm. I'm thinking of a little barn, mayhaps, of some kind. I don't know, though. I haven't fully decided on that. So it's really just up to whatever, you know? Because I like the idea of farming and getting these cows in line on the main island. But then again, I don't know if I'll really have the room to build it as big as I want to build it, you know? Just because, like, I don't want the farm, I don't want the barn to be, like, cute and small. I would like it to be, I'd like it to be cute, but I'd like it to be larger, you know? I'd like it to be a bigger thing, just so that, oh, we got chicken. Okay. Time to test my theory, right? Are you attracted to me while I have this out? Not a doubt about it. Cool. So I need to test my theory using these animals, and because in beta you couldn't breed animals. It's just not a thing the game would allow for. And this getting enchantment stuff together, I think I just heard a cow. Where are ye, cow? You will be located. Remain calm. I am going to fucking get you. No cow. Okay. I've been fooled. I've been duped. Let me have this chicken follow me back up the hill, please. Are there like ASMR sounds in this video? Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if they'll stop running around. Yeah, breeding works. Breeding works. That's gonna make our life so much easier. You don't even know, man. Oh, jeez. Okay, so I think first order of business is find ourselves a cow. Oh, I love our island in the distance there. We may have to extend to another island to be able to get our hands on a cow. I'd love it if one would just spawn on this island and save me a bunch of time and effort of like trying to get one from those islands to this one. But if I have to go over there, I will. Really don't want to, though. Like, super not interested in that. So another thing we need to do, by the way, is build a sort of sugarcane farm. But I can build that while I get the cows. Or I can build that before. Or even after. Wait, that's another thing I should check in on. Do I need leather? Do I need leather? Because I would hate to get the cows and then realize I don't need leather. I do want to get one of each, or like 2 of each animal for the barn. So that's why the barn kind of needs to be a substantial size. So it works that okay, that's a wolf. Darn water wolves. You'll fool me every time, won't you? I can't believe this. Oh well. Let's make our way back and let's double check to see that we need leather. Because, like, if we don't, that will make my life a whole lot easier on the whole when it comes to trying to acquire certain bits of livestock just now. So I hope that we don't need it. So I can make paper, and then I can take that paper. No, okay, we need the leather. Good. That's not a waste of time then. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna build this barn. I'm not sure I want it to be out of wool, though. But if I do it out of wood, it'll have to be oak. If I do it out of brick, it can be red. But, like, I don't like the idea of it being made of brick. So let me clear a spot for it beyond our little friend Bubs' grave. I miss Bubs every day, dude. Every day I miss Bubs. It's been a week and my heart still hurts for him. Never mind the fact that I just nearly forgot his name. What a poor guy. I told him not to go out there. I warned him. Sometimes that's not enough. Oh well. Let me gather up some materials here while I figure out what I'm doing in terms of barn. Because I'd love a little red barn, but like wool seems like the only real option to build it out of that'll look good. So I guess wool it is. But I don't know how I'm gonna get all the red wool to do that necessarily. Just because, like, yikes. That's a lot of flowers, and that's a lot of bone meal? Can I bone meal up some flowers, or is it just grass? I'm hoping it's not just grass, because if it's... Oh, nope, flowers come with it. Cool. Let me just start doing this until I get a red flower, and then I can trap that sheep. Hey, a red flower. Let me see if I can get another one. Let me test my luck, shall I? Shall I go ahead and test my luck? Oh, I want one of every sheep color, too, though. The sheep farm can wait. The sheep can just have a general area inside the barn for now. These yellow flowers seem like all I'm gonna get. I'll keep going until I run out of bone meal, I think. I got 8 pieces, so I should be able to get a couple more red flowers out of that, I hope. Either way, I'll get some 6 seed out of it that I can use for further farm expansion. God, I've got this, like, I bit my lip the other day, so I've got this, like, sore that's healing over, and so it's, like, a little swollen, and so I'm making, like, little sounds every now and again when I go to speak. Just because, like, I'm trying very desperately not to, like, rub it against my... Hey! There we go, there's another flower. Rub it against the inside of my teeth. You know? I'm sorry, I'll stop talking about it. That's gross. It's real gross, but, like, I just figured it warranted explanation why I sound so funky today. Like that, little whistles. But no, yeah, this shouldn't be very hard at all to knock out. I think 2 is enough. I genuinely think 2 is enough. So I need to build, like, a temporary little enclosure, like a little pen, for these incumbent little sheepies. No, not that way. Okay, is it all sticks? I can handle it if it's all sticks. Wait, can I drag now? I can't drag. Darn. Oh no, I can drag. Can I? No. So let's make some fences then, so I can stop arguing about whether or not I can drag. So that's 6. 6 fences. I don't know. Seems like it could work out though, so let's try 6 fences. It seems like that'll be enough to get us started. Because we won't need a particularly big pen, and it's only temporary. 4, 5, and then around. Yeah, about 6 more and that'll do it, especially since we're attaching it to the side of our little nether build here. You know, nether bricks are red, but they're like too deep of a red for me to feel comfortable. Oh, I've got a rose in here too. Neat. Okay. Oh, right. I've got sticks in this chest. That's why I kind of hung on it for a second. I should have sticks in this chest. I guess I don't. I got some in my inventory, but those are the ones I just made. I swear I saw sticks in a chest a minute ago, though. So maybe they're upstairs. I wouldn't want to have a bunch of sticks left over. Yep, they were upstairs. And not be using them. I think I saw some fences in there, too. So I might be able to get off without making the fences. Let's double check. Ah! I've got 2 whole fences. Which is not a lot. But it'll probably amount to enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. But no, yeah, I keep procrastinating on this month's YouTube video. Like, I've almost gotten it written. Like, I've got, like, 1 or 2 more lines of it to write. The noises in the song are messing with me, man. Like, I've got a couple more lines of it to write. Like, I've literally got to do the conclusion, and I'm done. But once, like, I finish my closing statement, it'll be complete. Hey, speaking of complete, this temporary sheep pen is now done. Now I just gotta get sheep to put in it. Okay. Alright. Hella overcorrect on my mouse. I think my mouse sensitivity got turned up at some point. Against my will. Let me crack open a sip of my water. It's genuinely so hard to tell, like, how much the caffeine is helping and how much the water is helping. Because every time I grab G Fuel, I also grab a water. And so it genuinely could be partially just that, like, I know the caffeine is helping, don't get me wrong. I'm not, like, disillusioned about that in any way. But, like, I genuinely think being more hydrated, like having a bottle of water across the stream, is super helpful. It's really just a matter of how helpful, I guess. But, anyway. Let's get our temporary sheep. Unless a cow is spawned, and then I'll feel real stupid and take the cow with me instead. Feel like a real big dummy. Because I haven't seen a single cow this entire playthrough, correct me if I'm wrong, but I genuinely don't think I have. And so it's kind of difficult to say, you know, where they're spawning and why they haven't spawned. Could it be that the water wolves are clogging up the mob cap? That could be, I guess. See, now I'm just like spitballing ideas as to like what I think it could be. I'll have to deal with that chicken at some point because he's kind of just tagging along. There's only room in my heart for one chicken, I'm afraid. And he is long dead. Long live Bubs. Or may he rest in peace? One of those, for sure. What happened to the other sheep? There were 2 sheep. What happened to him? He's somewhere around here. He couldn't have gotten far. Certainly did not get very far. Ah, there's one in the water. But that's not the sheep I'm looking for. There was another sheep that was distinctly not in the water when I last saw him. But I guess I'll take this one if I've got no other choice. If it's this sheep or no sheep, I will take this sheep. Come on. Come on, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Yeah, sick. Yeah, I think my mouse sensitivity got turned up. That's the only thing I can think of as to why I'm, like, snapping my head around like that. That feels better. Okay, come on. Come on, friend. Away with me. Which is very easy to adjust, the mouse sensitivity, just because, like, you know, the buttons on it. I'm sure one of the cats probably hit it or something, even though they're not supposed to be on my desk at all, but they're little nasty little creatures. So I'm sure they've managed it. Alright, come on. I'll take the 3 of you, but one of you must die. Let's get you out of here. Oh, there's the other sheep. Oh no, that's one of the 2 I have now. Weird. Okay, we're going this way. Follow along. Nobody get lost except you. You can get lost. But like none of you sheep get lost, even the small sheep. You know, I'm starting to come around to small sheep. Okay, will they follow me around this tree? Will they manage it? One of them will. The other one, however, will require assistance. Alright, come on. No, don't get stuck. I know the trees are tricky, but you're almost home free now. As soon as I get you up on the bridge, I won't have to worry about you, right? Right. Sick. Let's go. Right across the bridge. Come on. I need a good bit of red wool. And you 2 are going to provide it. And I'm going to make you breed, and the other one will provide me white wool. So I'm going to breed them now, and then dye them later. That way I have at least a couple white sheep. It's going to be like a kind of a slow process. But it'll be fine. It'll work out. Alright. In. In. The 3 of you. Even little sheep. He can stay. I'm not going to kill him, actually. I've decided against it. Oh, wait. I need to convert one of these into dye. I guess they can all be dye. Boop. Man, that red sheep looks sure pink. Something very pink about him. I wonder what it is. Okay, I think he's just like a pale color. I don't know why he is so pale, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. This like sore and everything has like affected my mouth in such a weird way. To where like, it's not so bad when I'm just speaking. But like, now that I'm streaming, I'm like projecting my voice more. And so there's more there, you know? I just got 2 wool from him. It is just now striking me how hard and like time consuming it is gonna be for me to get enough wool to build a whole barn. But that's okay. That's a-okay. I wouldn't worry. Yeah, look at me go. Slipping in and slipping back out. If you want it out so bad, you shouldn't have followed along, little sheep, because you're in there now. There's nothing anybody can do to save you. Hell yeah. Okay. In the meantime, while I wait, I guess I'll keep chopping these trees down. It's gonna be a bit of a waiting game this stream. Maybe I'll spend it doing other things while I prep up for the barn. Because I'd like to have the barn done by the end of this stream, because I'd like to have enchantment done by the end of this stream. But if I have to make a couple temporary animal pens, like this one, and then just use them in the meantime until I get the barn built, then yeah, I can hold out on that. That was a zombie noise that sounded awfully like it was in my house. No? Okay. Good. I think he's under because of the gaps in the ground. From the creepers and the terraforming and yada yada. I'm thinking the barn will be a little small if I have to build it on this much land. So let me see what I can do about that. Because I kind of don't want it to be small. I'd kind of like it to be a sizable thing. Again, like I mentioned. So let me see what I can do to expand this little area to be just a bit bigger. Not by much. Just slightly larger is all. Hello, do you have any dirt? You do. Okay. More than a stack is probably enough, honestly. Like, even a stack seems like quite a bit in the face of this project. Here, it's kind of cliffsidey over here anyway. So long as I straighten it out later, I should be able to get away with that. Sort of like steep edging there. I think that is a good amount for now. So let me go ahead and fill it in, and then I'll straighten it out on the other side so that it doesn't look so blocky. And then we'll be done. I mean, the terrain generation over here is already kind of weird, so I don't think that super sticks out, but raising everything up a level couldn't hurt just at this point. Like that. There we are. Now it'll be less noticeable, and now it's getting dark again. Yippee. I think that'll probably be enough. Like, I'm starting to think it will be. I may be easily fooled, so, you know, take it with a grain of salt, I guess. Because when I actually build the thing, I'm sure I'm gonna need more space, but, you know, I'm doing all the preparation I can, really. It's just about all I can do. without actually knowing the dimensions of the project I'm building, and because I like to build on the fly, excuse me for while I take a sip. Because I like to build on the fly, it's kind of going to be a bit of a mess currently. I gotta change out the music, man. This is not working for me. Like the like walking on gravel noises and the like everything else about this. Like the actual music is fine. Like the actual music is perfectly fine, but I just like God, it's like a speech impediment it's inducing. Not the music. The like the swollen lip. It's making me just like every F sound. Ridiculous. I was like, and you know how I got it? It's not even like that big of a deal. I just like I bit my lip because I was chomping down on a burger, man. Like serious, like that's it. I was just getting a little too excited about a cheeseburger. It was a Baconator, in my defense. Like that's all the defense I've got, but I'd say that's a pretty good, you know, meal to bite your lip during. I mean, with all the sauce and whatnot, it's not really good, like, feeling-wise, but, like, taste-wise, you know, if there were any meal to get over-enthusiastic with and bite your own lip, I think that's it. I think that's the one, you know? Realistically. So let's see. What are we doing? What are we doing? We still gotta pass time until time for the barn. I don't want to get too far away from my sheep, though, for when they inevitably grow their wool back. They could probably bred again by now, not like literally with bread. Here we go. Get this out, and yeah, it's breeding time. Go ahead, make another one. This one will be pink. Yeah. Yeah, little guy. Actually, that looks just like the red sheep. Huh. Hope not. Oh well. Is the music too loud? This music's definitely louder than before. It doesn't seem like it's too loud, so I'll leave it. But, yeah. I noticed the other day that, like, Friday was the longest Subnautica stream I've ever done. Like, that's the first time I've managed to, like, incorporate this, like, 4-hour thing I'm doing into it, and that's a bit odd if you ask me, because like I've been doing it for like 2 weeks now. It's just Subnautica usually lands like Subnautica's not like, I won't sugarcoat it, like I'm not interested in Subnautica. I'm super interested in seeing where Subnautica goes, but it's a very involved game for me, and so it requires a lot of like intricate stuff. Like I gotta like, you know, build crafting materials and craft and learn new things and like explore. And you know, death is a lot less consequential than obviously here, so it's not a super big deal, you know, when I mess it up, but it's just I know less about it. I'm less in my element with that game, and so it's a lot harder for me to commit, especially when there's like a story aspect too. It's just a lot, you know? But I'll tell you what is not a lot, that mob spawner, and I think we're gonna fix that next. I think that's the next thing on the docket for me, is managing to fix that mob spawner's size. I'm gonna give it another layer, because I already started the next layer. I'm a little hesitant to do it, honestly, just because, like, do I not have cobble? Am I out of cobblestone? I shouldn't be. I think I was last time, though, so it is well within the realm of possibility that I'm completely out of cobblestone. Yep, I am. Okay, wicked. Let me go ahead and first off, new pickaxe. That is the first order of business. Actually, I want to save new pickaxe for when I can... New diamond pickaxe for when I can afford to, you know, enchant it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 2, 2. And then boom, boom, boom. And let's see, Bubs 2? No Bubs. Okay. No return of Bubs. That's the only true way I can bring Bubs back, is just to get him back through, like, an egg. Let's see if any of this stuff can go in here. Oh, some of it. Nice. Here, actually, let me take, like, half of that wheat and go ahead and make some bread out of it. Just because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just because, like, I'm running a little low, and I'd like to have it, you know? I think it would be a good thing to have on me for such an expedition as this. Speaking of, if we're going cobble mining, I need torches, which means I need you, and a you. And I need to make a bunch of you, and then put you and you together, and make a shitload of torches. Let's go. Alright. So now we should be able to put these saddles away at least. No? Really? Okay. Will you take any of this other stuff off my hands? No chance. Okay. Alright, let's munch up. Let's get our grub on, and then we'll, where's the sun? There's the sun. It's coming down, but we don't need to concern ourselves with that. You know why? Because we're going to be underground for probably the next 10 minutes. Actually, let me take a little gander at my sheep. Have they grown their wool back? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Okay, now we can go mining. See, I'm not quite sure what the timer is on animal breeding or, like, replenishment of resources like that. So it's really super not up to me, you know? It depends on, it's, like, on a fixed timer, but it depends on, like, whether or not we build this barn today depends on whether or not we can get the sheep to reliably grow their wool once a day, which I do not think is possible. So we should go ahead and assume the worst and work around it. Which we can do, because we have a lot of other projects to work on, as I've said. Expanding the mob farm is actually conducive to our enchanting goal, because we're going to need levels for that, and it's not looking good in terms of getting levels easy. Like, with 2 layers. I haven't used it for more than, like, a minute or 2 at a time, so... Like, all I've used it has been, like, on stream, so, like, you know. But still, 3 is the magic number. I think 3 layers will really be good for us to commit to now, so that we have it, you know. Because, you know, you know, the more mobs, the merrier with this sort of thing. But I also don't want it to get too high. And I'm thinking 3 will be our middle ground. Or a nice middle ground for us. Wherein it's not too high off the ground. You know, it's not too big of just a floating cube on an island, you know. But it's also not too low and inconspicuous where it's not creating the mobs we want it to create. Because we need it to generate plenty. And it looks like it's generating a good bit now. But with an additional layer, could be doing even better. Could be generating even more mobs, if you could imagine. Oh, come on, let me out. There we go. But no, yeah, that's already over a stack of cobble down. So let's see how much more we can knock out now. But no, yeah, as I was saying, I have the video written, but like I've been waiting for a good moment to record it, or I have most of it written. I'm going to write the ending soon. I'm having trouble piecing together the conclusion, and don't think I'm just procrastinating, and that's why the video's not done. Normally the video should be done by now, and I should be like have either posted it or be prepared to post it any day now. But the issue with this month's video is primarily that, oh, there's more lapis up here, is primarily that I was working on a completely different video for this month up until like a week ago. Because I was desperately trying to write it and come up with a cool hook and everything for the topic I wanted to talk about. And then I just realized it wasn't gonna work. Like, it just straight up was not gonna work out. Like, I couldn't write that video. And I've still got it on my ideas list, so if I come back to it someday after the challenge, then, like, maybe I can do it then. But for now, I'm kinda out of luck with that one. Simply by the rules I set for myself in December of, like, oh, well, every video has to be entirely written and produced within that month. And so, like, I can't pull on any of that previous work. And because I've already started on that idea, I can't really, like, try... Not that I would consciously choose to cheat, but, like, I can't trust myself to not, like, subconsciously pull that old stuff. And there's some good stuff in it that I don't want to sacrifice, simply because I want to do it in the next, like, 2 months. So, or 2 or 3 months. So there's only a few months of that challenge left, which are absolutely absurd to me that I've made it that far. That, like, here we are nearly a year later, and it's like, almost over. You know, the YouTube channel, like, 1 year challenge is nearly dealt with. And it's come along pretty far, I think. You know, I'm not like super stoked to close it out, because I like the commitment I'm under to do a video a month, because it keeps me creating, and it like puts pressure on me to, like, keep the creative juices flowing, and, like, you know, really just make something once a month. Like, and these are ideas, a lot of these videos are ideas I've had in a document for a while now, that, like, heyo, welcome in, thanks for the raid, Captain Rat Cajun, am I reading that right? I hope I'm reading that right. How was your stream? How did it go? What were you up to? What's good? We're doing some funny craft. We're having a little Minecraft 1.0 moment. It was good. Played a bunch of games from a small creator on itch.io. Oh, that's interesting. Sort of like a compilation segment of a bunch of smaller games. What'd you find? Anything of interest? Anything cool? Love to hear about it. I've just about got all the cobblestone I need, though. What are we at? 2 stacks in a bit? I think we make an even 3, and then we're good to go. Oh, I attached it to the wall. Shouldn't have done that. There we go. Ah, we've hit gravel again. Cool. Okay. Very careful about this coal, because I don't want... coal! I don't want the thing to just, like, fall onto my head with, like, a bunch of gravel, man. Yeah, found a couple games by a creator called Looney Pendulum. Very short games, but the art was really cool. That's interesting. Well, I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you found some stuff you were interested in, and props to you for supporting some indie creators by showing off their work. Super admirable stuff, man. What's not admirable is the fact that I didn't finish this path before I started this one, so I should probably do that. Yeah, I'll jump ship. Yeah, I'll trade. I'll be a trader. Why not? Okay, let's finish up this 4th stack, because we're so very nearly there. Like, it is so close to being done. 61. 63, 64. Alright, so I have to remember that I did not finish this one. Just so that I'm aware. And I don't, like, continue on and think I've finished every path when really I've like, stopped short on one. Let's go. Okay, well, I was holding W, because I was gonna try to get a sip of my drink on the way out. Maybe I can get it while we're going up the stairs? Let's see if I'm faster than this set of very shoddy block stairs. I should upgrade this mine, is what I should do. Just because this staircase kind of blows. And there's no, like, stairs in it to really call it a staircase. What I want to do is I want to have, like, a 2-block wide, or maybe even a 4-block wide thing on this back wall that goes down and then opens up into, like, a mine shaft down there. But I'm not sure that... You know, I'm not sure of it, is all. I'm not sure that that'll work out as well as I want it to. Sideways up the stairs, doing a little crab walking. Crab walking straight into, like, mob territory, mind you. So probably not my finest hour, decision-making wise. Oh, no. Wah! No, 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 sir. 1 down, 2 down, 1 to go, I think. Oh, nope, 2. Okay. I don't think there are any other... I don't think there are any others close enough. I think those were just spares off the door, right? Nope, those were not spares off the door. Then where is it? Where? Oh, there's an Enderman out here. I have to fight the Enderman, dude. I have to. Like, legally, I gotta fight every Enderman I see. It's okay, he can blow up. That's alright. That's fine. That's cool. That's fine. Sure. Nothing. Okay. Well. Boo. Hey, leave the sheep alone. Leave the sheep out of this. They're just chilling. They're not growing, I almost said growing wheat. They're not growing, wool as fast as I would want them to. They're still just hanging out. Let's see if I can make it to bed without this guy interrupting my slumber. He's gonna interrupt my slumber. Darn. Come here, buddy boy. Come here, pal. Come here, friend. Come on, dude. That's the issue with trying to clear my house of mobs so that I can go to sleep, is that, like, more either spawn or spot me while I'm doing that than I was initially fighting. And so it's such a hard thing to, like, where's the zombie I keep hearing? He's got to be, like, under the house, right? Oh, he is, like, right under me. What's he doing down there? Let's find out what he's doing down there, shall we? I'm coming. I'm coming. You better be ready when I do arrive, you absolute freak. He's been under here all stream, yelling and screaming and rah at me. I won't have it. You hear me? I won't have it. I still hear him. Moves off this way. Do need to light this under area better, though. Maybe he's off this way. I don't see how he could be. No creepers have blown up this section yet. Keyword being yet. Oh, there's one. I swear, if the one down here despawned and it's just that one outside making weird sounds, that's gonna be mighty annoying to me. Oh well, sun's coming up. So I guess I'll fight monsters till the sun comes up. Come on. Fight me. There we go. He didn't want to fight me. He wasn't really that interested. He will be interested, though. Get him! And there's still freaky creepers abound. Hey, I'd ask that you step away from my house whilst I kill you. Because if you blow up my house, I'll be mighty upset about it, man. I don't want to alarm you, but it would be mighty upsetting to me to have you blow up my wonderful home. The bridge I can live with. The like bridging and pathways I can repair much easier than I can repair my house. Granted, neither one would be super hard to fix, but like, man, I'd much rather fix these than the house, because the house is kind of a safe haven. I'd hate for that to be broken for any reason. Mostly just because of how much of a pain it would be to fix, but it would be a pain to fix at night, I should say. During the day, I don't think I'd have really any issue doing it. Also, again, I do want to note, my hubris will get me killed eventually. Not today, though. I've got too much hubris for that today. There's a perfect like middle ground of hubris where I think I'll leave that coal alone. There's this like perfect middle ground of hubris where I feel like I'm gonna hit it where I'm confident, but not confident enough to where that translates to skill, and so it's gonna get me killed. Confident for stupid reasons, as they say. Okay, off to the mob farm. Well, I'm gonna grab my trapdoors and then off to the mob farm. Where are my trapdoors? I think they're upstairs. I have 44 of them, which I think I did the math and that wasn't enough. So I have other stuff on me that I can use too. So that's nice. Okay, let's make our way over to the mob farm and see if we can do something about it being a layer short. And then after that, we'll be done building the mob farm on a technical level, and then it's just down to finding some way to make that look good. Which might be the biggest challenge of them all for me. Like, it does not seem like that's gonna go well for me, honestly. But, you know, I'm sure I'll think of something when the time comes, because I keep putting it off for that reason of I just don't know how to make this thing look good. Oh, I left my shoddy little, you know, actually kind of cool-looking staircase out of dirt here. Good, good. I'm glad I didn't tear that down or anything yet. At some point I will, but not today. Ah, right, the base of it was done. I just need to do a couple little things here. Ooh. And next section. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh yeah, the whole mob farm is not producing anymore until I get this done, huh? I'm very glad I didn't do what I thought I was gonna do. Because my initial thought was to go in and, yeah, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We need 20 of them. Can I produce 20 of them? What, are you kidding? Absolutely. Or actually, I don't know. With the amount of wood I have, it seems like it should be doable, but like I always forget how expensive these things are. No, not a boat. God, I only have 5 left. Come on. Give me a stack of wood. As close to a stack as we're getting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 6 more. That makes 10. So if we get 2 per, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we should be able to boom, 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 boom. 10 more. And now we got all 20. Great. Cool, cool, cool. Let's add those. And then now we've got 16, which is the perfect number. Oh, yeah, I've got to lift these. Right. That's what I get for getting out of my pattern. And then a little more. And hey, perfect amount. Let's go. Let's take this crafting table out of here. Oh, no, that's the wrong way. These need to go up. Yo, uppies, bro? Okay. Let's see how far these 3 stacks can get us, because I'm sure they'll get us at least close to done with this 3rd layer. And then we can be done with this 3rd layer. With, like, 1 or fewer cobblestone mining trips. Also, another thing, like, killing this month's video, Vampire Survivors. I have been playing far too much Vampire Survivors for my own good. I'm nearly done with it. Like, I've got, like, 4 more achievements, and then I've got, like, the magic spell stuff to unlock. And that's, like, it. So, like, less than 30 achievements remain. Which, out of 190... Like, 30 achievements seems like a lot to get, but out of 190, I'm, like, awful close to finishing. In fact, if it gets too difficult for me, I've hit that sunk cost fallacy moment where I'm gonna keep at it anyway. So ain't that fun. Alright, let's see how much of this we can knock out. Right, I'm gonna wanna lengthen this out across the whole, well, length of it. And that way I can fill it in from below for the rest of this. Surely that's not a bad idea and won't lead to me getting horribly murdered. Oh, and with 2 more stacks, I think I might be able to do it. Oh! Okay. We're fine. Everything is fine. That could have gone so much worse, but everything is fine right now. So let's focus on how great and cool and fine everything is. And not focus on me horribly dying. Speaking of me horribly dying, let's get up here instead. Before I horribly kill my resources. Can't believe I just did that, dude. I thought I was going all the way down. I need to fix that still. Oh no, I'm going all the way down. Okay, alright. No, we're not. No, we're not. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. I can be rescued. I can be rescued. I can be rescued. It's fine. I don't like it, though. Why can I fall through that? Why did I fall through that? I shouldn't have. Can I not shift on these? I can shift on these. Good, good, good. Okay. Now, back up. Up we go. Uppity, up, up, up. Let's go. So we've only got a little bit further to go. Now, 2 stacks won't cut it if I keep falling off the darn thing every 2 seconds. But, assuming I quit that, then we might just make it. I don't know. The shift mechanic was like weird for a while. I'm not gonna trust it over the middle though, where I will definitely die if I fall. Speaking of definitely dying, again, let me go ahead and take a big munch so that I can hopefully prevent my own death in the next like few hours. Okay. Because that would be that sure would be a fate to fall into my own mob spawner. Like, there has to be, like, a point where it's, like, 100% a greed death, and I think that's it. Like, full-on just greed, man. Greed and hubris. Okay, we only have a stack left. I think 3 and a bit wasn't even enough to finish it, which, sucks. I kind of wanted it to be. I kind of needed it to be, even, just because, like, I'll leave a gap. Just because, like, I don't know. The music is very distracting. Jesus. This is what I get for picking a music comp last minute. I had to switch it halfway through, and now I got a completely different distracting set of music for no reason. Thanks for the bonk. Oh, Rat Maid Redeem. Right. Cool. Let me throw that on, and I'll keep that for 10 minutes until 9:10. And then we'll see about that. It's getting dark, though, so I need to get the heck out of here and go home before too many mobs spawn and I end up all night again for reasons. Here, I need to light this, but I can light it on my way back. It won't, like, hurt to leave it unlit for one more night. Well, I say one more night. I need to get more cobblestone, so a little bit more than one more night. Just a tiny bit more, though. I still can't believe, like, 3.5 stacks was not enough. Like, that seems like it totally should have been enough. But no. Oh, of course a zombie spawned right outside my house. So now it's gonna be... Oh, nope. It is creeper. Oh, I thought I could get a second hit on him. Ooh. Get whacked. Get schwacked. And there's a zombie here, too. Okay, cool. Dealt with. Now let me rush inside. And... yeah! We made it! I still haven't opened my G Fuel yet, by the way. This energy is all natural. I think I'll pop it open now, though, while we've got a second. Open, open, open. See, that really quells my worries. How, like, great this first hour has been. Not, like, completely quelled, mind you. I'm not full quell yet, but, they still haven't grown back. My first red one. That's a little troubling, if I have to say so. Alright, let's hope the weird sheep doesn't escape while I try to get the wool. Okay, out of the way, weird sheep. Wool acquired. Now to get cobble, and we'll be finishing that, and then by the time we finish that, we'll start plotting out the outline of the barn. Which will be enough that hopefully we'll be able to do some little rudimentary pens inside of it. At least I hope, anyway. Huh. Oh, this one. Oh, excuse me. Jeez. Got those wet, hot G Fuel burps. Gross. Gross of me to say that, actually. Here we are. Okay. Cobble time. Well, redstone time, and now cobble time. Ooh, diamonds. Let's go. A little extra for on our journey. We'll leave that until next time, because we still got that whole other path where we'll encounter that exact same iron. Because I don't want to get too much ore right now if it's not directly in my path, simply because I don't want to, simply because I don't want anything other than cobblestone at the moment. That's all I'm after. All I could want in the whole world right now is just a good bit of cobble. What I wouldn't trade for all the cobblestone in the world. In fact, there's a lot that I wouldn't trade for all the cobblestone in the world simply because it's so readily available. Why would I do that? What a very whack thing to say. Whack indeed. Whack indeed. Okay, nothing there. Except some old paths and a little bit of cave that I've already explored. Don't really need to get into it right now, especially since we're on a cobblestone-based mission. Not a resource-based mission. Well, I guess it is a resource, technically. Okay, let me put that torch back down. Dude, the torch trick for gravel has, like, saved my life. Like, genuinely, like, in-game it has. But also, like, the day I learned that, which has been, like, many years ago at this point, but the day I learned that that works is, like, the day that my entire mining experience was affected. What can I throw out? I got plenty of dirt. I don't need all that dirt. Anything in favor of the cobble. Give all mortal possessions to the cobble. To the cobblestone. But no, yeah, I don't need too much more. I hope. I don't wanna get a lot of cobble and then like not need it, but also I don't want to get too little again. I'm gonna get like 3 stacks, and then if 3 stacks isn't enough, then like how could that possibly be my fault, you know? Because like it doesn't seem like that expensive of a thing to do. So what are we up to now? 2 stacks? Yeah. We're working on 2. Again, that redstone we just passed can wait until next time. Mostly just for cobble mining reasons, but also because we don't really have the inventory space. So I'm kind of having to make as much room as I can to hold as much cobblestone as I can. And oop, there goes the pickaxe. Now I got a little more inventory space. Not enough that I can go picking up redstone, though. Redstone will fill me up so fast, dude. Unbelievable. Okay. A little further. Oh, it's getting dark in here. About halfway up the stack. Let's go. Maybe we go for the big 4. I don't know. See, my plan this stream was to get enchanting, but I'll settle for just doing things that will eventually lead to enchanting. Like, building the barn will eventually let me farm cattle more easily, which will let me get leather, which will let me make books. And then, what else? There's expanding the mob farm will let me get more XP, which will in turn let me enchant more things once I have the enchantment table. So like it's a thing that I'm probably gonna want done eventually anyway, that like is good to get out of the way now. Okay, we've got 3.5 stacks. Now, I said this last time, almost word for word, but 3 and a bit should be enough. Hopefully. I really, really hope I'm right. Because if I'm not, that is gonna suck for me. Because I'll be right back down here for like what will probably end up being a stack or less of cobblestone. But that's beside the point. We're doing pretty good down here. You know, just working it out. Getting a lot of cobble, making a lot of progress, making a lot of very, like, kind of tedious progress, but, like, progress is progress. I'll take it. It's not super eventful, but it's a living. Also, installing Half-Life Alyx is what filled up my hard drive so bad. And so now I have to upload VODs more regularly, because, like, the storage space just isn't there for me to upload like 4 billion, you know, or hold like 4 billion VODs, and then like, granted the VODs are only like 5 gigs each per video file, but that adds up fast, you know? Especially for something that I can so easily dump on YouTube and then delete the VOD for. And as much as I promote the VOD channel, it doesn't really do too good, you know, like numbers wise. And I don't mind that really as much as where's the sun at? It's over there. I think I'll leave it be for now. Just because I don't want to get over there and then have to... In fact, hold on. I can sleep while I'm building it. It's not that big a deal. Like, I could totally just, like, take my bed with me. Now that I think of that. Alright, don't forget, I gotta light the bridge on my way over. So that we can get this done. And then we'll be good to go. In terms of the mob spawner expansion. That'll be good and done. Oh, I should have been having that G Fuel the whole time. I'm coming down now. Like, I'm hitting that point where I normally would in streams, where it's like, oh, I'm like halfway done, you know, but with the addition and powers of caffeinated beverages, I'll be fine. I just gotta, like, get through this lull. Gotta get through this shloop. It's like, I'm not... Alright, so it kind of sounds that way. But, like, I'm not a very... I like to think of myself as a high-energy person. And I am very high energy throughout the day. But these streams in the evenings are, like, double drain on my social battery, you know? Because it's, like... you know, performance mode, like brain mode, instead of, which ironically, you know, takes up more social battery, unlike the performance mode on like electronics, which like uses less battery. So maybe like battery isn't the right analogy for this particular instance, but like, because I'm in such like a performance mode, not that it's like a super big act, it's just like knowing that like, hey, you got a crowd of people here. Not usually a crowd necessarily, but you get my drift. You got a group of people here interested in watching what you're doing. Maybe do something interesting, you know? Maybe give them something to look at, give them something to talk about. And so, you know, there's just like that, and it's no pressure, but it's just draining some days, and not in a bad way. I don't want to sound like I'm not having fun, because I'm totally having fun. Like, or else I wouldn't be doing this. You know, what do you think I'm in Twitch for, like, the $50 a year I make? Because I'm totally not. But I am coming up on another payout, which makes me stoked. Because, like, I like to... Last payout, I think I just, like, saved it. And, like, this time I'm thinking of saving it as well. But, like, part of me wants to one day on these payouts just, like, blow it on, like, a nice dinner. Granted, $50 is only $50, but like you can sit down at Olive Garden for that, and like, you know, I don't get out much for like sitting down at a restaurant anyhow, just because it's like it's so much cheaper just to eat at home, you know, and so much more like opportunity to buy the groceries and make the food than it is to go out and purchase food, you know, at like a restaurant that you'll eat once, maybe twice if you bring it home. But, no, yeah, it's just like a very exhausting activity. Like, no matter how much fun I'm having, because I usually have a ton of fun on these streams, I just, like, which I feel the need to reiterate constantly, because I'd hate to, like, come off as, like, yeah, I only stream for, like, streaming's so exhausting, dude, it's so awful having to, like, put up, a character and fucking play a video game. It's so much work. And it's like, not to discredit other people who like do, again, like I feel like I put a little bit of work into this whole thing, like a decent amount of work into it, but like night to night, it's really not that hard. It's just like socially draining, and I just didn't want to, I don't want to sound like, you know, I don't want to sound like somebody who's like taking this whole thing for granted, because I'm totally not. It's just, you know, Yeah, you get it. You get it. I'm just, like, easily socially drained, and so the caffeine, like, helps me keep that up, I guess I should say. I took my bed back, yeah? Okay, good. But no, yeah. Because I figure if I found it draining in a bad way... I didn't light this back up, did I? Didn't I? I did. Okay. But, like, I figure, like, it comes through that I'm not, like... that I don't find this exhausting in, like, a negative way. Because if I genuinely found streaming to be, like, exhausting with that kind of a tone... like, in terms of, like, I hate doing it. Sorry, I gotta put the cap back on my water bottle so I don't spill it all over my PC while I'm streaming. Because that would be a catastrophe that I'm totally likely to do. But no, yeah, I figure if I found it exhausting in that particular way, that, like, I figure it comes across that I don't. Because, like, if I did, then why would I be putting effort into... oh, let me put my bed back and reset my spawn point if I can. Oh, right. I have to actually sleep in it to do that. Not that it matters, because we're on hardcore, so if I die, I die, you know? Anyway, I think it's about break time, so I'm going to take a second. I'm going to do some stretches. I'm going to run an ad, and I will be right back with ye, because this is a good enough pause point as any. And we will be right back. Okie dokie, gamers. I'm back. And it took a little longer than I wanted to, but I'm back. And Ratmaid can go now, because I was just, 10 minutes was up before I left. So that's good. We did it! Hurrah! Okay. Where's all my red wool? There it is. We got 6 pieces, and that's it. Oh, this is gonna be a rough one. I can feel it. So here's where I want to start, right? I think I want the side of the building to be like right here. And I think I want it to 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I want to have small pens for each set of animals and just like completely in like the least humane way possible cram them in. Like 6 blocks is about the amount of space that each animal will get. So we need, let's see, cows, pigs, sheep, chickens. So that's 4. We need 4 sets. So this will have to be 12 wide, 2 on each side, I think. I think that's what I want to do with it. So we should 6, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. And it's gonna come in a little bit. So I hope that's enough. I want these to kind of be 4 blocks in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, space, space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Right? No, 1 over. Boom. And then, boom. And then, line it up. Boom. This is gonna be a big boy, so we're gonna have to really make room here. I'm realizing, like it's gonna be quite the project. It's gonna be quite big, but I think it can stay. Like I think we can manage it. At least that's what I think. But here's what I know. I know it's gonna look a little silly next to the other builds, but I'm not sure I mind, is the thing about that. Okay, let's see. Let's try for Bubs 2. No Bubs 2. Okay. We need to smelt a bunch of this stuff that we have. So we can do that, and we can take some dirt wherever I've got it. That way we can just kind of, oh, it's getting dark. I can stand to expand a little bit. Just a touch. I think it goes back far enough. I think I just need to expand this out just a touch. And there we go. Now we can go inside. And upstairs. And to bed. Right? Right? To bed? To bed? To bed? Da? Da ba? Da ba da ba? There we go. Alright. Peachy. I swear, I taste the peach less in this peach ring flavor every single time I taste it. Like, it tastes less like peaches to me. And maybe it's just because I've had a couple bad cans, which I guess is possible, but, kind of tastes like energy drink being, like, poorly masked by not caffeine, poorly masked by, peach flavor. Which I guess is what it is, really, but it's not bad. I don't hate it. You know, I'm not, like, super against it. I'm a touch against it, but, like, not... It's not, like, objectionable. It's not like I can't drink it, because I kind of like it, in a way, you know? Grow wool, damn you. You have so much grass to munch down on. And you refuse to grow any wool. Ugh, sheep. What else could we be doing? Because now that's expanded. Really, all we have to do is sit around and wait for those sheep to grow. But I, funnily enough, am not willing to do that. Notice how, like, we're kind of shoving Bubs' grave into this alleyway between buildings. I didn't do that on purpose, but it's fine. I don't think Bubs will care. He'll be next to his chicken brethren. Like, there'll be more chicken in here. It'll be great. Or at least I think I'll do chicken. I'm not sure what I'll do there, actually. So I don't want to commit to chicken in that spot. But he won't be far from them, because he'll be somewhere in this, like, block here. Okay, so now all we gotta do... Right, all we gotta do is find more animals. I mean, we gotta get more pens for them. And only really the temporary pens exist at the moment. But, God, I thought this would be easy. I really thought this would be an easy stream. Just like, I'll work on enchanting, and by the end of the stream, after I've, like, you know, put my mind to it and worked on it for a while, I'll be done enchanting. What we can do, though, is we can set up more sugarcane on the shoreline. Ah, it's alliterative. See? Nothing bad has ever happened alliteratively. And then we can grow that sugarcane into more sugarcane and make a lot of paper. So by the time we get cows, we'll have the paper we need. In fact, I think we have enough paper, or enough sugarcane for paper now. But, hey, who's to say, really, right? Okay, we're not even halfway through the day. Here's what I'll do. Here's my offer. I will take some wheat, wherever I put it, and egg. No chicken. Darn. But no, what was I saying? Oh, I will take some wheat, which I think I put upstairs, and see if I can't rustle up a cow. If I can bring back a cow... maybe even 2 cow if I'm lucky, then I'll be happy. Then I'll make them like a temporary pen, and we can get started on having some cattle around in such a way. Oh, that's what I was gonna do today that I forgot about. So, a competitor for VODs. I don't want to say competitor because it sounds aggressive when it's really just 2 pieces of indie software that are both just available. Called PNG Tuber Plus, I think is the name of the software. I have it bookmarked on Twitter because I found it on Twitter because the creator of it made a post about some updates and like release that they did for it, and that was exciting. So, and it looks like it has a lot more creative options than oh right, I dug up here at some point. But it looks like it has a lot more option available for how your PNG tuber animates and what expressions you have and things like that. And so, like, I mean, of course the expressions are down to like what art you have, but it allows you to do more with the existing art. And so I'm super excited to figure that out and see what I want to do about it. But I had time to set it up today. I totally did. And it just completely slipped me. So I guess you guys will see it, not on Wednesday, because Wednesday's a VR stream. So probably Friday. So that gives me like all week to set it up, which I definitely will in that amount of time, of course. So ain't that something? It doesn't seem like there's... any others here, any cows at least. Like I'm just not seeing much in the way of cow. I'm seeing a bunch of wolf. The water wolf population seems to be diminishing over time. Like it seems like the longer I give the water wolves to like exist, the more of them either leave the water or like despawn. So that's kind of sad because I liked it when there were like 50 water wolves. I kind of dug it that way, you know? I won't lie to you. But no, yeah, I kind of just enjoy walking around this place now. Like, it's just developed enough at this point where I can consider it, like, you know, not done, but intriguing. I didn't finish lighting this one up either, did I? Let me do that. Let me do that while I'm not doing anything. So I'm thinking I'll work on the mine, like I said. It just seemed like a big project the other day, and I didn't want to get locked into it while I was doing another big project. And while I am technically doing another big project right now, I'm kind of not, though. Like, in reality... Where are you? You're in the walls. You're in the fucking walls. Die! Give me your pearl. Give me your pearl. No pearl! Womp. Okay. Well, we'll have to deal then. That's fine. That's perfectly okay. Time to renovate this space, though, I think. Methinks it is time. Yar har, it be time, he says. I think 2 wide is enough. 2 wide, but 3 tall. And then a nice log frame. Yeah, this looks like a place a nether portal would go, which isn't really what I'm going for. But hey, whatever. I'm sure it'll come out fine, because I think 2x3 is like a good amount of space, you know? Oh, speaking of amounts of space, I'm gonna use one of those, and then I'll use another one later for that transitional space there. Once I have... Oh, that means this should be like that. Yeah! Yeah, we're doing it! We're doing it! Yeah! Okay. We need to focus up on this. We're rebuilding the mine, baby! Let's do it! Okay. So this needs to go down like this. I got some cool, wicked ideas. Mostly involving, you know, decoration of the mine later. So I guess I've got to dig it before I can decorate it. Really? So, like, it's super a matter of just, like, getting down and dirty and figuring it out, you know. And I think I know just about what I want to do with it, and I don't want to spoil much, but I'm not a big Etho watcher, I'll say it. Everybody else in the Minecraft community seems to be. I watch his new stuff, but I haven't always been an Etho watcher. He... You know, as like, even as a Minecraft kiddie, I just couldn't, you know, not that I couldn't get down with it necessarily, it was just like, it was like One Piece to me at the time, of just like 200 episodes is far too many. Like, even like when he was at like 100, I was still like, no. And like, it wasn't even a no, because when I found him, he wasn't in the hundreds yet, I don't think. But like, even then, I had like other content creators I was interested in at the time, and so like what ended up happening is I'm leaving a good amount of overhead here, which is a good thing. But what ended up happening was, at the time I was more interested in other Minecrafters, and so like I was watching some different folks, and so like over time what had happened was I had just, like, kind of like, I'll watch Ethos stuff someday. This Ethos Lab guy seems to be, like, all over the place, so I'll have to get around to him. And then by the time I did, it had been, like, years, and he was, like, at, like, episode, like, 300 and something, or, like, 200 and something. I think it was, like, 250. And by then, I realized there was just too much content. It just, like, I've sat down, and in the past, like, because I want to watch it back to front, you know? Like, I know you can, it's a Minecraft Let's Play, so, like, it's no sweat to just drop in at the current episode and watch along, but, like, it's sort of just, like, you know, it almost feels like I should see it at some point, so, like, I've been meaning to get to it for all these years of just, like, watching that fantastic backlog. I just couldn't. But how does that relate to how I want to decorate this mine? Why am I talking about this? Well, I'll tell you. Because he did, like, a completely underground base once, and he incorporated leaves into the ceiling, and I have been obsessed ever since with, like, doing that in, like, underground spaces, whether it be, like, in the walls or in the ceiling. And, like, I like to go for, like, natural looks underground or very geometric looks, and sometimes both at the same time. And I feel like that's the one real impact that Ethos had on, like, my Minecraft playing experience. Which, I wonder how it feels to be Etho, by the way, because that guy... Like, again, it seems like every major Minecraft content creator knows who Etho is, for one, like, because obviously, and two, has, like, some personal experience with Etho's body of work, and, like, that's gotta be, like, fantastic. Like, to be that influential in your space has to be, like, odd, but interesting. I'd love to talk to the guy at some point. Like, he seems like he'd have some stories to tell about his experiences. Not bad ones. And oh my god. That was absolutely perfect timing for that music to kick up, by the way. I don't want to fall in that ravine. Like, I have never wanted anything less than to fall into that ravine. Now, the real question is, do I or do I not trust my shift key to not give out on me long enough to get over there? I don't trust it. I don't trust it one bit. That shift key is going to fail me. I know it. So I'm not hovering over any lava. It's not even my shift key. It's just how well can the game register my shift input. You know? Feeling kind of shifty, if I have to say so. I really, like, really don't want to go down there. Oh, but I'm gonna have to at some point, right? Okay, so here's how this is gonna go, right? I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna step down onto it. I'm not even faking. This could just be it. If, like, a skeleton spawns in the wrong spot for me right now, I'm, like, literally so dead. You couldn't imagine how dead I would be. Like, I'd be, like, dead. Okay, get back up to safety. And hover just enough to place that stair. Very scary scenario I find myself in. That rhymed in a very interesting way. There we go, and there we go. And again, wrong guy at the wrong time, and I am absolutely a dead rat. So let me not become a dead rat, and let me get on with my day. And boom boom, and boom boom, and boom boom. God, I don't know if I want to talk about that, but now I guess I kind of have to, because I can't leave everybody on, like, the, but, so I'm married, and I've been very vocal about this. I genuinely don't know, like, I know I mentioned when I got married that I was married, but, like, I don't know how often I bring it, like, I don't know if I bring it up often enough for that to be a fact people know, but, like, the thing about it is, right, I still, speaking of, like, saying I'm a dead rat, just, like, reminded me very vividly of this conversation that we had, like, a few years ago, like, weeks into dating, where I was just like, I don't know how to broach the subject. Like, it's something that I came out with, like, almost out of the gate. Like, I think it might have been even, like, just after the first date through, like, Discord messages. Or, like, even messages through, like, the dating app we were using. Of just, like, hey, by the way, I'm a rat on the internet. I don't know if you know this, but, like, I feel it pertinent that you know this piece of information about me, as it may affect our relationship. And so, like, the funny thing is, and this is held true, like, this might be TMI, but this is held true for, like, every subsequent, like, big reveal about myself that I've given, that I've given to my loving spouse, of just, like, hey, I do X thing, or, like, I have this little quirk about myself that I don't know if I want, you know, that I'm not really, like, forthcoming with, And, like, I won't give any details because those are my saucy secrets, damn it. You stay away. But, like, and every single time that I give something like that away, it's always immediately met with just, like, acceptance and intrigue. And, like, I build it up in my head every time of just, like, oh, no, they're not gonna like it when I tell them this one, guys. Oh, shit. You know? And then I say it, and then they're just like, oh, neat. And I'm like, oh, well, God, that would have been easier if I knew that, you know? But, like, by now I'm at a point where I can, like, you know, like, where we just about know everything now. So it's not like, it's not like those reveals are happening on the reg. But, you know, it's whatever. I just thought that was a funny story to tell of just, like, I told a potential partner, like, within, like, a week of meeting them. And, like, it's a funny story. Okay, it would be a funnier story if it didn't work out. And am I saying that I would forgo my entire marriage and, like, every single, like, bit of my current relationship for the sake of, you know, having a funnier story to tell people? Well, I'm not gonna say that out loud, but I digress. What was I saying? Oh, right, no, but it would be a funnier story. I will, like, simply state that it would be a funnier story had they decided they didn't want to be with me after that. Like, didn't want to be associated with me in any way. I think, cause, like, it was such, like, a new thing, and, like, we barely knew each other, and so I was just, like, and, like, I had realized one day that, like, they're gonna find this out, right? So I'd rather not get super, like, my mindset was just, like, I'd rather not get super attached to this person if, ooh, we're a little low down here. I don't know if I feel alright about that, just because we're at bedrock level, and that's not really ideal. So let me, 7, 8, why 9, I think could be fine, because they were exposed to 10 and 11. Yeah, that'll work. But no, yeah, we've got our tunnel dug now. What was I saying? Oh, right. Yeah, no, my mindset at the time for, like, telling an almost stranger that, like, hey, I am a rat on the internet was just like, yeah, it would have made for a funnier story, right? But, like, my mindset was just like, this is like, at this point, not someone I'm, like, intensely attached to. Because it was, like, you know, a week in or two, and I was like, okay, so my options are, come out with this now, like, out of the gate, as just, like, very confidently, as just like, hey, this is who I am, and if you're not cool with that, I don't know what to tell you, this can't work, you know, before it gets too far along. Or, alternatively, wait until they figure it out. Wait until, like, the inevitable day comes when I have to, like, let them in on that for whatever reason. Because, I don't know if you know this, but, like, when you do what I do, which primarily involves screaming into a microphone for 4 hours a night, every, like, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, follow twitch.tv/voxel64. Whenever you do that, whenever you do what I do, it kind of becomes apparent that you do that. Like, there's only so much time I can spend with somebody before they can find that out, you know? Simply on the basis that, like, I like, it's just inevitable that you get deep enough into a relationship like that. That's a reveal that will happen. And you know, in my experience, I want to clarify, in my very particular experience, it's usually better that people find out these things direct from the horse's mouth and as soon as possible. Like, the more forthcoming with someone you are about information about yourself, the more, like, likely they are to accept it, I find, whether they would or not, you know, regardless. But, like, you know, things come off a lot better when you don't have anything to hide. You know, when you're like, someone who, like, comes off as, like, oh, well, they wouldn't hide anything from me. Why would they hide anything from me? You know? Let me put these down. Here and here. And I'll put the crafting table in the middle. And I'll put the chests. Where are those chests? Oh, there they are. I was gonna say, I just picked them up. Let me put the chests. Where can I put the chests? Over here, I guess we'll do. Or on top of here? Hey, that looks nice. Also, that's the thing they took away at some point. The chest sitting, like, flat. Like, they took that away and then brought it back. Like, because there was a point in time where, okay, so now the chests sit flat against this. And now, and then, like, for a period of time, they were like, and now the chests will sit, you know, because they're slightly smaller than a normal block. They will sit on a block. Like, they'll sit, like, floating just a pixel above it perfectly in the center. And then they did it again, where now it looks like this again. And I couldn't be happier, because this looks so much better than it just, like, floating in the middle, you know? Like, it is a marked improvement. Okay, what do I need? I need stairs. So I think I want to do cobblestone stairs. I won't lie to you, though. I think I mostly am inclined to do that because I don't want to smelt it all. And I don't want to have to make, like, stone brick stairs out of it, you know? Here, let me make 2 stacks. Because 2 stacks, if 2 stacks isn't enough, then... Which it probably won't be. But if it's not enough, then, we'll have enough that I can make more. But I don't want to be trapped with stacks upon stacks of cobblestone stairs that I'm never gonna use, you know? So again, I guess the moral of the story is better late than never with these stairs, but the earlier the better with the story I was just telling. Don't get my wires crossed on that one. But no, yeah, it's... God. Again. Like, I don't wanna go off about my relationship on here, obviously. Because, like, I think... And this might be a controversial take, everybody, so get your Twitch clip controversy, shit ready. Because, like, this is gonna be probably the hottest take I'll ever drop. I think involving the internet in your relationship can only lead to bad things. Like, that is just about as bad as it gets. Yeah, get your pitchforks ready. It's you know, that's my hot take. That's my big hot take, and nobody even had to redeem the thing for that one. And so, like, you know, I'm not inclined to share a ton. I'm not one of those people that will, like, go out of my way not to tell the internet a damn thing about my life. Just because I'm a big sharer. It's what I do. I'm not the biggest sharer I know, mind you, because some people will just, like, they'll dox themselves, like, outright. Like, you know, I'm not gonna say who, but, like, you know, if you know, you know. But, like, some people will straight up give you, like, every piece of information you could, like, shit that you couldn't find out about them from the government, you know? Like, that level of stuff of just, like... You know, every bit you could possibly need about them. And then more. And then more than you could ever possibly want. And I'm not one of those people, but I'm a big sharer. I like to involve little tidbits of, like, my life and who I am and my content. Simply because, and, like, where I'm at and what I'm doing. Simply because it's inconvenient not to. You know? Is this where that thing was? It is, yeah. Here, I'll leave a hole so I remember it. But, what was I saying? Have I been using my diamond pickaxe this whole time? Oh my god. That's okay. That's fine. That's whatever. But, no, yeah. Involving the internet in my relationship, however, is something I don't intend to do. Simply because, like... It just, like, involving the internet in your relationship will lead to a breakup, most cases, but not only that, if you do ever end up, like, breaking up with someone, and you've involved the internet in your relationship, then, like, it'll only make that breakup messier and worse for all parties that the internet is informed about it, you know? And so, you best not. Is where I stand on that. But, you know, again, to each their own. Perfectly allowed to do whatever floats your boat, whatever suits your fancy. whatever you happen to enjoy doing. If, like, involving the internet in your relationship has worked out so far, hey, I'm not gonna stop you. Go right ahead. Me personally, though, not a fan. Not a fan of doing that. But hey, there's my little, you know, drama corner for you. Anyway, speaking of corners, I want to fix the windows up here. That's what I'm on about. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna look a little silly from the inside, which is why I think I didn't do it to begin with. I think I just forgot to begin with. But, like, I think I decided to keep it that way, because I think it might look silly inside. But I could sacrifice a little bit of silly inside for a lot less silly outside. You know? There's another life lesson for you. Well, I'm just, like, dropping knowledge. God, that comes out so far, dude. It's gonna be comical next to the rest of the buildings. Because I intend for it to be a little tall, too, so it's gonna be a mess. You know, if I ever get to finish it, of course. Oop, got wood on the ground. Is there more wood on the ground? Did I make a mess? I may have made a mess. No, just a little bit of mess. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. But no, yeah. In the spirit of accomplishing a goal this stream, I think focusing on the mine is probably our best bet. Because we can work on this in the background. Don't worry. Like, this is not... I'm not, like, abandoning this whole thing we've got going here. But if the sheep are going to take, like, an in-game week to grow their wool every time, and, like, every in-game week I'm gonna get, like, maybe 6 pieces of wool, then, like... not sure I'm super down with, like... Or not sure I'm super down with streaming for the next, like, 16 hours. So that I can say I got it done this stream, you know? Anyway. I require a pee break. I know I had one like an hour ago, but, you know, hourly breaks are good for you. Oh, right, I need to torch this place again. Not, like, burn it down, but... There we go. Just so it's bright enough in here, because I'd hate for something to spawn, like, up in the rafters, or, like, a creeper to fall on my head, or be up here waiting for me when I go to get in bed. Hey, that rhymed. Rhymed. All the time. Alright, I will be right back, gamers. Pissing is not an addiction. I can stop anytime I want. Anyway, it is night, and there are monsters nearby, so maybe we should do something about that. We're gonna be, like, we're not working outside, so we need to retreat underground anyway. So, like, I'm not super caring about all that. So let's see. What can we do? We can bring that, and we can put that away. Actually, no. Give me the buckets back. Yeah. And we'll make a couple more pickaxes. 2, 2, 3. Are you serious? I have 1 stick? I just saw that I had sticks and thought that'd be good enough. Ah, come on. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. And... Huh. Let's go. Uh-oh. I should have fought them. There we go. Run. Run. Back inside. Woohoo. Okay. So, here's my initial thought, right? Expand the walls out by 1. And then expand the stairs out by 1. And then... And you're gonna want to stick with me on this, right? Build, like, some nice natural-looking water features and stuff in here. And then, you won't believe this. We're gonna incorporate logs and leaves into the design. It's gonna look pretty good, I think. Like, I think there's mass potential for this to look really super cool. Oh, here. We gotta go 1 further down. Yeah. And back up. And back down. Oh, still on the BRB. Yep. Gotcha. I'm dumb. I'm silly. I'm stupid, even. Gotta play the game on the BRB for a minute. Gosh. It's the first time I've forgotten that in a while, I think. Like, that specific mistake I used to make all the time, and now I don't make it nearly as often. Which I think is improvement. Finally getting to be a half-decent streamer 2 years in. Oh, I'm running out of inventory, huh? Okay, tell you what I'll do about that. I'll keep going, because I'm not going to lose that much cobble for this. Like, I'm definitely... Like, it's not going to despawn before I get done. I hope. Because hopefully we'll be done with this in less than 5 minutes. At least enough to where I can, you know, break a pickaxe or start working on the stairs a little bit. So we've got that chest up there if we need it. And I'm starting to think we might need it. Just a touch, just a little bit. Just a wee bit. The smallest amount. And a little more of that. And a little more of that. But no, yeah, I'm making a lot of progress in this world, and, you know, that's the thing about playing hardcore on my own, is that, like, I have fun with it, don't get me wrong. I have a great time playing hardcore mode, but the thing about it that really doesn't work for me is just, like, I don't know, I have a hard time committing to worlds for very long, so once I get a hardcore world like this, where I am at a point where I'm doing pretty good, and I have a lot of stuff going for me, I kinda just, like, conk out a little bit when it comes to, like, the actual content of the world. Like, I just sort of, you know, but here, let me put this stuff away so that I can start mining again. Put just about all of that away, and that, and that, and that. and those, and these, and that, and those. Actually, I need one of those. And that, and that, and that. Not all of these, though. I'll keep about half of those. This has been the segment made exclusively to confuse those who are not looking at their screens and just watching this auditorily in the background. Serves you right. Maybe you should be looking at the stream you're watching, idiot. Haha. I love disparaging my viewers for no reason. For a thing that I totally do also. That makes it even better. You know? Okay. Right. Let me do that. Now I can get out here, so I can do this. Haha. I just looked away and you managed to call me out immediately. Of course I did. I just know. I inherently know. I can feel it when you're not looking at the stream. And I am judging you for it, silently. Every single time. Alright, so let me continue my little dig down here. So we're starting to get to a point where I'm happy with this. Like, I'm starting to, like, see it take shape. This stairwell, anyway. Not necessarily the mine itself, because there really is no mine, necessarily, as far as that goes. But we're getting to a point where there might someday be a mine, you know? Like, I'm starting to feel it. Someday yet there shall be a mine. And when there is, it will be glorious. The all-knowing rat man. But, you know, the mine staircase, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'll level with you. I don't have much in mind for what this staircase should look like and what it should have. Tell you what I do got, though. An interest in doing it. And that has served me right so far in building these sorts of things. Now, I've built mine staircases like this one before. I'm trying to diverge a little bit from what I normally do, though, so I don't really have genuinely any idea how this is going to come out. It might shake out looking real cool. It might shake out lame as hell. But hey, it can't be that lame because I'm experimenting with it. You know, that's the true mark of a good creation, is its originality. In my opinion, that's just a way of looking at it, I guess. You know, that's a way that I can justify my shittier creations, right? Right? Totally. All right, let's get rid of those. Leave that one actually, because that one won't be visible. Nobody will know it's there, except for you guys. You guys will know it's there because you watched me build it. But that's beside the point. Shh, don't tell anybody. It'll be our secret, and all the people who ever watch this VOD in the future, which, like I mentioned, isn't many. I don't think I ever finished what I was trying to say about the VODs channel just then, like an hour ago when I started that statement. But my point was, right? My point was that the VODs channel is less like it doesn't get a lot of views. Like, there's not a lot of viewership on the VODs channel, and I don't super mind, because like the VODs channel, I'm not gonna say it's not for you guys, because like it absolutely is for people who want to watch the streams after the fact. Like, that's the practical use case for it. But in reality, the reason it exists, like the primary reason that thing exists, is just because like I want to archive everything. Like, I'm a big archivist. Like, I'm a big proprietor of, like, if it doesn't cost you anything to not throw away a thing you made, then don't throw away a thing you made, you know? Like, keep everything. It'll always be, like, because, like, okay, this is weird, right? This is going to be very rude. So I was a very recycle-heavy person when it came, or upcycle heavy person when it came to, like, when I was younger, making things and having things. So a lot of the times I would go, oh, like, for instance, like, oh, here's an SD card full of family photos that I took. You know, just as, like, I was a young kid. It wasn't like, a master photographer or anything. But, like, you know, here's, like, an SD card that I have full of family photos and loved ones. Yeah, I need to, like, homebrew my 3DS now, so I'm gonna, like, take that. And, like, most kids are that way. You just don't really, you know, see the like, wild importance of nostalgia and being able to, like, look back at the stuff you've made. And like, it's that, and, like, if I may have a more pretentious reason, if I may be so inclined to do that, it's also to, like, have a body of work, you know? So, like, in that childhood, I, like, over the years, I've learned the very tough lesson of, like, keep the things you make and keep everything that you can without, like, having it be a detriment. Don't be, like, a hoarder, of course. But, like, when it comes to, like, information and resources and creative outlets and things like that, don't purge anything. Let it all stay if you can. You know? And so, like, that's mostly why I have a YouTube VODs channel, is to just, like, archive these streams. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't trust Twitch within, like, you know, as soon as it's out of my sight. Like, as soon as this stream is over, it'll be visible on Twitch until, like, the VOD expires. But on Twitch, I usually, like, do the VODs. Like, I'll do the VODs. But, like, occasionally, and it's been happening a lot recently, Twitch will just, like, decide, no, you can't save that one. Because what I'll do is I'll highlight the entire VOD, and if there's a better way, please let me know. But I'll, like, highlight the entire VOD, like, as a highlight. Like, as a stream highlight. And, that'll work out for me, typically. But, like, I'll highlight it as a stream highlight, but it's the entire VOD. That way, it's, like, a non-expirable on-demand video or video-on-demand, VOD, even, if you will. That, like, anybody can look at anytime after the fact right here on Twitch without having to, like, move platforms to see it. But again, sometimes it just won't allow me to make those highlights. Like, sometimes I'm just, like, the video just won't process and won't upload. And I personally object to Twitch's video player when it comes to on-demand content. For live content, there's not a need for, like, scrubbing through the video or, like, anything like that. So it's super easy to get through it, and like, it's super easy to, like, use in that case, and it was clearly built for that use case. But as they, like, incorporated on-demand video, they didn't really do too much to it to accommodate the features that one would like for on-demand video. And so, like, still, the best place on the internet to watch on-demand video for free, like, made for free by content creators, is YouTube. Genuinely. Like, it's the best overall platform for that, and we're under lava. We are both over lava and under lava at the same time. That, I'm sure, will be fine. I'm sure it'll be okay. It has to work out, right? But no, yeah. Big sips, sorry. It's just, I don't know. I fear that, like, or I feel that, like, I'm gonna want to come back to it someday and look at old streams. Like, alright, so I'm doing the entire Half-Life series. I'm playing through the entire Half-Life series on stream right now, and have been doing that for about the, you know, the entire time I've been streaming on this Twitch channel. And so the thing about that is, he's alive. Hey, what's up? How you doing? I saw you come in at the beginning. I don't know what happened to you, but, you know, it was good to see you. I didn't say anything then. I'm saying something now. What good? But no, yeah, it's, like, I'm playing through the entire Half-Life series on stream, and have been since I started streaming 2 years ago. And the thing about that is, I keep going back and forth on the idea of doing, like, a supercut of all of those streams, like, together as, like, Half-Life 1 VODs, the movie, wherein, like, it's just like a super cut of, like, every single, like, of course cut down, or maybe in its entirety, I'm not sure. It just depends on what people would be interested in. Of, like, all of those VODs in one place. Let me get my last pickaxe. All those VODs in one place, you know? And, like, not in one place, but in one video. So that, like, if you want to see all of the Half-Life 1 playthrough, like, primarily, I assume, like, the use case for that is to fall asleep to. But, you know, I think that, you know, I could do a lot with that. And that's, like, and while I'm not, like, dead set on it now, if I weren't, like, even though I'm not dead set on it, I still, like, value that idea, and I think I still might do it. But if I trusted Twitch to hold on to my VODs exclusively, I wouldn't be able to do that. Like, there would be a 0% chance that would get done, you know? And so it's good to continue out and, like, have a reliable archive of VODs. But no, yeah, every now and again we get a VOD enjoyer who like pretty much exclusively watches through the VOD content, and I see ya, and I appreciate you. You know, like I feel like that needs to be said because you guys are just as valid as the live viewers, but for different reasons, I think. And each format has its merits. I prefer people to be here live when they can, just because, like, you know, it makes the streams better to have more folk in on it, so, for lack of a better term. Alright, time to find out how many blocks deep this is. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, big counting game, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, half a stack, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, I was one off, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, we're getting to the end now, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Okay, so 56, so that's 55 more. So we're gonna go every 5 blocks, I think should do it. Every 5, maybe every 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do it on the 5th one. So there's 4 in the middle. And then 5. And then... Here, let me make sure that works out first before I go doing the whole thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. 1, oh. Big counting stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. You ever think about 1, 2, 3, 4, blank? Those TikTok streamers, 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's off. Blank. That 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. Their whole deal is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. Yeah, okay, that works. Where their whole deal, those TikTok streamers whose whole deal is like, I'm trying to count to like 17 quadrillion, and it's like, buddy, that's not possible, dude. I don't know how to tell you this, but that's not happening. Like, there simply is no way you could ever count that high. You know? Okay, let me double check this as I come back down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, blank, and they 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. Seem to 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. Reset 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. Every, like, I'm out of wood. Every few numbers, right? Is that bit getting annoying? Because I think it's funny. But, like, I think a lot of my most annoying bits are some of my funniest, funnily enough. So, like, I could totally see that being, like a dude, stop it. You know? Because, like, I think it's fucking hilarious. But, like, where they reset every now and again, and like, just at random, or when people pay them to, and, like, that's the whole end goal, is just, like, get people to pay to reset, and then they'll just, like, start the stream at, like, an arbitrary number, and count for a little bit until somebody either resets it, or sets them back 10 or 15, and so, like, they're constantly at just, like, an absolutely, like, delusional number. There are monsters nearby. And, like, a number that would already be ridiculously impossible to count to anyway. Like, that isn't even their goal impossible number. You know? Does that clear me out? I think that might clear me out. Yeah, that clears us out. Great. Because we need more wood now, so I'm gonna have to go wood chopping. Which is good, because now I don't have to crowd my main island with a bunch of trees. Because we have a whole secondary island we're linked to now. Speaking of secondary things, these sheep still have not given me any wool yet. I'll probably have to, like, off-stream AFK a bunch of wool. Just for the simple fact of, like, man, that's gonna take forever. And, like, I don't want to, like, hold up I had red flowers on the island. Why didn't I even look? I don't know, I want to take up, like, a whole stream of just, like, waiting on sheep to grow. You know? I think that could be a funny idea, though, for like, a YouTube video. Just, like, 10 hours of waiting on sheep to grow their wool and then getting it, and then, like, waiting for them to grow it again. Though I'd have to do that for 10 hours straight. So, like, maybe it's not so funny after all. Maybe it's funny, but is it 10 hours funny, really? Like, is it a bit that's worth that much commitment to? I don't know, man. But, here's what I do know. We're chopping down a lot of trees just now. Even the birches. Alright, we're not chopping down a lot of trees just now. We're going back and we're making some more axes. I'll probably make a diamond axe this time, because it'll last me a while. Oh, great, I've got the hiccups now. Somebody scare me. Oh. I'm gonna do that thing where I hold my breath. We lost a viewer doing that. I love, like, so I'm always doing some stupid joke or another. I think that actually helped, though. I think they're gone. You know, when I say that, it's probably, like, the time they would come back. But shockingly enough, I think that worked. Weird. Anyway, I love doing a joke on the stream and then watching, like, because, like, the viewer count always fluctuates. Like, it's always, like, a up and down thing. But I like it when it's up more than when it's down. But, you know, I digress. Like, I love doing a stupid joke like that and then seeing the viewer count drop and then go like, yep, that's the reason. That's it. You know, that stupid joke was just over the line for somebody. I'm still here, just AFK. No, but like the number went down. I think it's funny to like joke about that. Of just like, yep, single-handedly killed somebody's viewing experience with the fucking like mouth noises. Like the talking while holding my breath was just too much, which is really hard to do. I was trying to express that, but you know, obviously I couldn't. That like once I started doing it, it started to like build pressure in my mouth because I was holding my mouth closed. Ow, I deserve that. Because I was like holding my mouth closed, and so like I was just building up pressure in there, and like it was just getting like tighter and tighter because I was pushing more air into my mouth because you know you push air when you talk, and so like it just like built up to the point where like ugh man, you know, had to let it go, had to get out of there, had to do myself a favor and skedaddle, had to make like a tree and get out of here. Yep, that's where I'm at, folks. I'm doing, like, decades old anti-jokes. That's where we're at. Alright, we're getting a lot of wood here. And that I can appreciate. because we're gonna need a lot of wood. A lot of logs will be required. Because we've got about, like, we've got a decent way in, at least on framing it. I think we're done. But it's just a matter of, like, ensuring we have enough to complete it. You know, to get this mine to completion. That's probably what helped with the hiccups, though. Pressure building is more than just holding your breath. Pressure building helps more than just holding your breath. I always thought it was just holding your breath. Holding your breath has worked for me in the past, but it's always been, like, kind of a crapshoot in terms of, like, a method that works. There are some people that do that, like, tongue to the roof of your mouth thing with, like, suction. So maybe that's why. You know, because that's still pressure. Because that's, like, that's for, like, brain freeze more than it is for hiccups. But I've heard people, like, cite it as a thing for hiccups, too. Which is, like, insane. But no, yeah, I don't think I've had, like, anything for hiccups work the moment hiccups have started. Like, it's weird that I got something to work that fast, is more what I'm surprised about. But no, yeah, it helped. It worked. We're hiccup-free. Now, if only every other annoyance about me was that solvable. Or around me, I should say. But, let's see what we can do to knock down some more of these trees. Because that is a problem I can solve quickly, I hope. And then we'll be on our way, methinks. See, the birches are helpful, too, because we're going to need some planks. And it comes out to oak planks regardless. So, you know, do what you can. But no, yeah, we're making good progress. I'm glad I found a secondary project I could commit to this stream. Because is this... Okay, we're still on axe number 1. And give me that. I'm really sad that, like, Rooster Teeth fell apart. Like, that upsets me greatly, dude. Like, achievement... I'm thinking about it because, like, Achievement Hunter just, like, officially died, like, a few days ago. Like, as in, like... They're still doing it, but, like, again, most of the members have cycled out, and now they're going under, like, most as in, like, all but, like, I think Michael was, like, the only one still left of the original Achievement Hunter crew. But I was just looking at the post about it, and, like, they're changing the name and, like, the branding, so, like, the Achievement Hunter brand is dead. And those, like, people on the internet have been, like, mourning Achievement Hunter, which sucks, because I really liked Achievement Hunter when I was a kid. Like, you know, and I still go back to some of those old videos occasionally, and, like, aside from, like, the, whoa, that joke was okay to make in 2010, sure, you know, aside from, like, you know, a little bit of that. It's really not that much, but a little bit of that, and just, like, you know, generally being of its time, humor-wise, not in, like, an upsetting way. But, like, just in, like, a, yeah, lol, funny, haha. Like, it's genuinely still some of my favorite Let's Play content on the internet, especially of its day. Like, I think that group of people genuinely had something really fun and interesting going on. And, you know, all things end, I'm not saying that it's, like, you know, a disgrace that Achievement Hunter is over, because it's, like... You know, even, like, everybody knows when a thing should be over, and, like, something being over doesn't always have to be scandal. I know, big shocker for, like, Rooster Teeth enjoyers, if anybody else is familiar with how, like, the rest of Rooster Teeth is doing, and even Achievement Hunter a little bit has been doing since, like, 2017. But, like, not every ending is, like, a scandalous, like, awful thing somebody did, you know? Never watched any of their stuff, honestly. Yeah, it's a little, like... It's a little, like, gaming for men, you know? It's, like, I don't know, I always saw it as sort of, like, the masculine... It's, like the Axe body spray of video game Let's Playing channels. And, like... I say that not in, like, a mean way, but it just always came off that way to me, of just, like, bro, dude, yeah, you know? Oh, I thought one of the water wolves just, like, died in front of me. But no, yeah, it's sad to see him go, and I'm sad that, like, the rest of Rooster Teeth isn't doing too good. Because, like, people complain about a lot about Red versus Blue, and because like Red versus Blue went through a similar thing in recent years of like that's not the same cast either anymore, like almost entirely, for reasons of like the people who play these characters have left the company, or like just like genuinely don't have the time running the company to be in these sorts of projects anymore. So the thing about Rooster Teeth that everybody loved, right? The thing about Rooster Teeth that everybody loved, it was that like it was just a bunch of dudes who like used to work in a call center together, who like knew each other well and were all like either friends or friends of friends, and like had a really good rapport and a really good like charisma about them, and like a great working relationship like as co-workers already. And so everything was able to pump smooth when it was just like 8 or 9 guys. But like then it expanded and it became like, you know, a whole thing when it came to like media. And I think like the corporatization of it really killed it, at least for most people. You know, it still felt like, to me at least, up into the 2010s, it still had a lot of that original heart. Like when I had dropped off the face of the Achievement Hunter and like general Rooster Teeth map, I stopped watching Achievement Hunter before I stopped watching everything Rooster Teeth related, because I still go back to some of their old stuff like Red vs. Blue and Nomad from Nowhere is really good. It's a damn shame that like, you know, what they did to that guy. But this is beside the point. Or what that guy did, I forget about that particular controversy, but I'm pretty sure they like fucked over that guy. The creator of Nomad from Nowhere. But what was I saying? Oh, right. I dropped off the Rooster Teeth map in like 2017, like literally like the year the controversy started. Not because of the controversy, mind you, but just because it like finally felt to me like, all right, not much soul left in this, is there? You know, not that like it was particularly soulful before. But it felt like it had legs, you know. It felt like branding-wise and like comedy-wise, it was sort of unified, and then over time it stopped being so unified, you know. I don't know. It's hard to put into words for me, but everybody else seemed to think that too, because like look at it now, look at the numbers they pull now. I don't know. Props to him for making it work for so long, I suppose. Like, I don't hold any... Like, I'm not, like... You know, except for, like, the obvious, like, sex pests that happen to be in that, like, company. Like, the general creatives and the people who just made things that got worse over time for the sake of this project has gone on too long. Or at least worse, in my opinion. It's, you know, you know, I hold no ill will. I can't really muster up the ability to be angry at, like, anybody who didn't, like, blatantly, well, I'm not angry at any of them, I didn't know any of them personally, so it's not, like, my place to be, like, I don't think about Rooster Teeth at night and just, like, and, like, foam at the mouth, but, like, it's just, like, one of those things, you know, of just, like, I can't really get outraged when I find new awful things out about Rooster Teeth. And recently I was watching a video essay about this, and so like that's on my mind. They killed Screw Attack, or well, Death Battle kind of killed Screw Attack, but like not in like a malicious way. But like they bought out Screw Attack, and that really marked the point where like Screw Attack was well and truly over, and like so much cool internet shit came out of Screw Attack, like, you know, AVGN, Pro Jared was involved with Screw Attack, which I think he's cool now, right? Like, he's innocent, yeah? That's how I remember that going. I haven't, like, kept up with any new developments that may have happened since he was, like, since his innocence was proven, so, I don't know. Maybe that's not the case anymore, but, like, he had an impact, and, like, people, like... No, JonTron was, like, normal boots, but, Peanut Butter Gamer, came from there, and became a normal boots guy later. Like, there's lots that, like, you know, there's lots of folks that created content for Screw Attack. Like, oh, Oh, fucking Brentalfloss. Does anybody remember fucking Brentalfloss, the, like, video game music with lyrics guy? I think about him regularly, simply because, like, as a wee baby lad of, like, 12 and 13, like, the ages where that shit is funny. I'm sorry, what? Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. He made, like, video game parody music. That's all you really need to know, but, like, used the original instrumentals for it. And wow, I need to eat. He was associated with Screw Attack for a while. And, like, I think he got into some trouble recently, too. Like, I don't know, though. I don't want to speak ill, because, like, I genuinely don't know if he's done anything. If he has, fuck him. If he hasn't, still fuck him for ruining some of my favorite video game songs for me. Because when I was a wee baby lad, I would listen to that shit of, like, 12 and 13, when like, the appropriate age to find Brentalfloss funny, you know? And, like, I can't deny that there's some alright stuff in there in terms of, like, the craftsmanship behind it, of course, if that's what you're looking for. But I'll tell you what, you know, he was associated with Screw Attack, and, like, I still, like, hear some of those lyrics in my head when I hear, like, certain classic video game tunes. And, like, I have friends who can, like, corroborate that and, like, feel the same of just, like, man, that guy, dude. Soiled it, you know? Here, I need to be doing my double count. 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, blank. Yeah, okay, we're done. But, you know, that's about all the comment I have about Brentalfloss. Not really a whole lot there to talk about, honestly. He was just kind of a guy who made things for a while. I don't know, I've been on my internet nostalgia kick lately, and, like, recent events have, with like, you know, the Rooster Teeth thing and everything, have, kind of made that worse for me. I say worse, when in reality it just, like, you know, it made it, like, more relevant to talk about, and so I'm talking about it on stream instead of just, like, keeping it as, like, my own little hyperfixation of the month, you know? But that's our columns done. I think in addition to the columns, though, I'm gonna want to do a little something extra wherein I do this. Not like that. No. That's not what I want. I want it like that. And then, oh gosh, we'll have to, like, completely rip this out. Go like that. Maybe planks in between. Nah. Well, nah, that'll be fine. That looks fine. You won't even be able to see the corners whenever. That's why I'm not so sweated about it, just because, like, oh, probably shouldn't make them dirt, though, because you'll kind of be able to see them. You won't even be able to see the corners, really, by the time I'm done with this, so it's like, I hope, if I do the design I want to do. If not, I'll change it later. I'm not super attached to any one thing at the moment, which is what makes this project really interesting. We'll have to relight this like a billion times over for the sake of, like, making sure that it stays lit up. For sure, you know? While we do the rest of this. That piece of cobble is just trapped there for eternity, I guess. But no, yeah. Oh, that's lava. There we go. No more lava. Lava gone. I knew I'd have to do that at some point. Didn't know it would be then, but knew I would at some point. But no, yeah, I am just like... You wouldn't know it, because I'm only like... You know, I'm only like 23, which is... Oh, God, I'm not a baby anymore. But I have been on the internet for a very, very long... From like a wildly irresponsible age. Like... I have been knocking about. I knew how to operate a computer well enough when I was like 4. You know, like I could figure it out. Not like well, mind you. I could move a mouse around and I could click on things, and that was about it. But, you know, the computer was very much, like, you know, a thing for me in my life. And so, like, I spent a whole heck of a lot of my time as a kid on the internet. Like, I think I'm, you know, a lot of people my age remember a lot of the things that I do, of course. Like, I'm not singular in my experience. But, like, I seem to, like, be able to, like, relate a little better to people slightly older. Like, just by a couple years of just, like, you know, people who are older but were on the internet at, like, an okay age to be there in the places that they were. And so, like, it comes down to just, like, alright, now what are we doing? What are we doing here? How do I help? I think, like that, and then maybe like that. And then, planks in the walls? Let's see. Let's see how this looks. I'm not super confident in this looking any good, but we'll try it. We shall see. Here, convert all 64 of those. I will not be needing them. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. It looks fine. I didn't expect that to look okay. I guess that's what we're doing then. So that looks alright, and it matches up there. Kinda. A little bit. Well, sort of. Oh gosh, that's gonna be an annoying one. But no, yeah, it hides the little imperfections well at the corners of just like places where I've had to place dirt. So that's kind of what I wanted. See, this isn't what I had in mind necessarily, but it looks just enough, I think. Like, it looks like just barely enough. Here, I'll do this. This will be faster, and then I can do it on the way down, which will be the significantly slower part of this. Oh! I'm out of wood. You know what that means. Time to go tree chopping. Tree chopping. Let's go get ourselves a tree. Yee-haw. And it's night out. Or is it starting to be morning? Nope, the sun is just now setting. But it's like super setted though. Okay, so I'm gonna wanna like hurry. Come on. Nothing spawn on me. That is insane that I managed to get all the way here with no monsters. Ridiculous. Ah, big sips. Let me get a little bit of water. Okay. Now, we've got a whole axe worth of wood to cut down. And our sheep have not grown. Am I doing something wrong? Like, I have to be doing this wrong, right? Like, is there... I forget. Is there some, like, specific thing that I ought to be doing here? It's like, I feel like I should be getting wool more often than I actually am. But, beside the point. Let's go and get ourselves some good old-fashioned log. But no, yeah, as I was saying, I'm filled with, like... Because I got on the internet at a very young age, at, like, I think I was actually, like, browsing the internet in, like, a competent way. At, like, 6 or 7. And so, like... And... A, because I spent so much time on the internet, and B, because I started at such a young age, I am filled to the absolute brim with dumb, obscure internet knowledge. That, like, I genuinely, like... Sometimes I look around and go, like, not to be dramatic, but sometimes I go, like, man, this is not the same internet it was, like, a decade ago. And that's a good thing, mind you. Progress is good. Is this looping? Because we just got this like an hour ago. Nintendo music channels try not to like loop the same like hour of music for a 10-hour loop challenge. Impossible edition. But yeah, we need to kind of prioritize Oakwood. Like, you could probably ask me, like, hey, like, assuming I was on the right side of the internet at the time, there are some things that are, like, global internet things that, like, I know, but there are other things that are slightly less global that were, like, hey, do you remember, because, like, you can ask me if I remember, God, what's something, like, slightly obscure? You can ask me, like, hey, do you remember Wheezy Waiter? And I'd go, like, yeah, because he was, like, popular enough on YouTube that, like, most people of the time... I'd say most people knew who he was. Right? Or am I, like, obscured in that? I don't know. But, like, most people know who Wheezy Waiter was, and, like, all that. But, like, you know, if you ask me, like, hey, do you remember, like... the like Barbie incident of 2009, and it's like, no, I don't, because I wasn't on like fucking Barbie internet. That's, you know what has persisted for almost the entire time that I've been on the internet, it feels like, I swear to God, and I only found out about this like maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and so like maybe it feels older to me than it is, but like I swear I've run into it since then. And, like, when I first ran into it, there was, like, an insane backlog of shit. I think about Littlest Pet Shop side of the internet, like, that fandom inside of the internet often, just because, like, it eludes me. Just because it's not something I'm interested in the slightest, because I'm a man, and I like chopping down trees in a funny block game. I can't be caught dead playing with little animal characters with bobbleheads, dude. No, but in all seriousness, it's just not a side of the internet I was on. You know, because it's not an interest that I had. And it's like, they seem to stay in their niche a good 90% of the time. But, like, everything I've ever heard about Littlest Pet Shop fandom on the internet is out of its goddamn mind. Like, and I don't want to get into it, because, like, I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Like, I don't have any of the specifics to give you. But, like... And, like, I genuinely don't remember what I saw all those years ago. But, like, something I saw has, like, genuinely imprinted me with the knowledge that, like, nah, that's a crazy fandom. They're, like, some of, like, the fucking deepest, raunchiest drama I had seen at the time. Like, not even, like, the deepest, raunchiest drama as much as just, like, so goddamn much infighting. So much of it. Yeah, like, there's shit like that of just, like, yeah, here's this one. Here's fucking Poop-Ass the dog. This one I have headcanoned has, like, anorexia and, like, suicidal ideation, and it's just like, dude, stop. What are we doing? These are fucking little animal figurines, please, you know? And so it's just, like, it's not even, like, bad. Like, that's not the bad stuff that I remember. That's just another aspect of it that's just, like, out of its fucking mind. But I guess, like, cope however you need to. It was completely normal. Yeah, it's such, like, a normalized thing. And, like, the only time I've ever heard anybody outside of those circles talk about it, like, I felt so goddamn insane for the longest time because, like, I knew about this little corner of the internet that I wasn't sure everybody else knew about. But, like, TikTok had, like, a whole thing about it, like, a couple months ago, where it's just like, oh, boys playing with their toys, and it's just like, you know, typical, like, toy soldier G.I. Joe shit, and then girls playing with their toys, and, like, plotting out a fucking, like, execution for a war criminal, you know, using, like, fucking, like, various dolls, and it's like, this is out of its goddamn mind. And that's, like, the only reference to that specific side of the internet I've seen in, like, the broader, more, like, for lack of a better word, mainstream internet ever. And so, like, I've genuinely felt like chronically online, terminally cursed with knowledge, just because nobody had ever acknowledged it publicly, and I wasn't about to be the one to start, dude. Wasn't even coping sometimes. Sometimes it was just messed up scenarios for no reason. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what goes through the head of somebody doing that, because I'm not doing that, but, like, I always assumed it was kind of like a cope thing. But, like, it probably is just, like, kids coming up with fucked up scenarios. But it's like, it was like one of the first times that I'd ever seen somebody execute like that sort of like very cutesy art, but with like, you know, a very like, if you like it's like a happy song with sad lyrics in that way. I'm just like, yeah, sure, it's just a kid playing with their wait, what did they just, huh? What do you mean what do you mean there's like deep intrinsic lore you've created about how like, you know, fucking like this like insanely fucked up scenario? I can't even conceive of it right now. You did this? You! This is on you. This is on you. Totally. But no, yeah, I love talking about stupid old internet bullshit, dude. It's like my favorite thing in the whole world. And there's like a whole genre of like internet historian out there on YouTube specifically, where it's just like, and that's been like feeding this like remembrance of various things for me. It's because like what I'll do is I'll remember a content creator, and what I'll do is I'll just type their name into the YouTube search bar. And, like, I'll get, usually I won't even get their channel first anymore. If it's somebody from, like, over a decade ago. I'll just get, like, why Shithead the Clown, you know, the Shithead the Clown story. You know, allegations and alligators, you know? And it's like, what do you mean by that? Where could this guy have possibly gone to warrant, like a serial killer level documentary title? I don't know, man. Yeah, alligator involvement in like this like weird internet gossip, but no, like it's just such like a odd rabbit hole to fall down, but like it's one that like I can't help but appreciate, just because it's like the majority of the time it's like, and the further back you go, the more wild it gets. Like, sure, like, modern day, there's some, like, insane shit going on all the time, because, hey, it's the internet. When is there not insane shit going on all the time? But more so what I'm getting at here is, I swear I saw a sapling just dropped on the ground somewhere. Oh, well. But more so what I'm getting at is that, like, nowadays you'll get, like, oh, this person's a groomer. They've been, like, grooming people for years, which is bad. Don't get me wrong. It's awful and, like, depraved. But, like, if you go to, like, internet drama in 2009 or before, it's like, yeah, this person had, like, you know, this person had, like, a GeoCities page where they would induct people into their, like, weird Final Fantasy sex cult. And, and it's like, what are we talking about? What are we doing? Because, like, dude, genuinely, like, because, like, you'll get stuff now, like, oh, she did, like, an apology video for herself, playing the ukulele. That's fucked up and stupid. Which it is fucked up and stupid. That's something I do genuinely think. But, like, if you go back far enough, you get shit like, again, Final Fantasy House. And like... what was the name of the other one? Oh, it escapes me right now. There was some, like, Hobbit shit back in the day that, like, I wasn't around for, mind you, but, like, something I had, like, heard about, or, like, you know, watched a documentary about semi-recently. But, man, it was out of its goddamn mind, dude. Like, the fucking, like, and like, it seems like with the old internet stuff, there's a lot more, like, IRL stuff to go along with it, obviously, because, like, a group of people on the internet today, it's, like, so easy to make a friend on the internet. Come on, let me sleep. Like, and, like, get to know a group of people that are enjoying a thing. But when, in, like, ye olden days, right, folks would just be friends with people already, and, like, 5 or 6 friends would go, hey, we like talking about this thing together. We should start a message board for this specific thing. And so, like, that's how you end up with, like, gay hobbit butt sex. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but, like, you end up with, like, shit like that on the regular, and, like how that led to, like, a weird cult thing going on. There's a lot of cult examples, by the way. I'm not just, like, repeating myself. But, like, no, yeah, it's just insane. Still no wool. Come on, guys. Pick up the production here. But, no, yeah. Again, another funny time for the view count to drop by 1. Me saying funny, gay hobbit butt sex, and having somebody was just like, alright, that's my breaking point. I kind of like this guy, but I don't like him anymore. I don't like him enough to put up with gay hobbit butt sex chat. But, no. What was I saying? Oh, right. No, yeah, just the further you back, the further back you go, the worse it gets. You know, it's just, like, there's no justification here for, like, how, like, wild some of this shit gets. And no, yeah, again, I reiterate, because I feel the need. Like, it's not, like, that's not at all to devalue the crazy shit that's happening today on the internet. Because, like, crazy shit happens every day, and it's all awful. Every bit of it. But, like, some shit is crazier than other shit. 3, 4. So we're gonna work our way back up. Doing the whole hog this time. Because I don't want to, like, if I keep doing it in sections, next time I have to go up, I'm going to forget to, I say next time I go up because I am very sure that I'm not going to have enough wood somehow. The mob spawner taught me one thing, and that's if I think I have enough resources, I totally don't. But, like, if I do it in chunks like this, then I'm going to keep forgetting, so I need to start doing the whole thing in one go. I love that I couldn't even get through that point without, like, starting to do half and then go back for the other half. But, you know, whatever. Up a little further, up a little further. Here we go. Ah, I've been bonked. But no, yeah, it's such a fucking, like, to sum up the last, like, hour of talk, I am such a wealth of, like, dumb internet bullshit over the last, like, decade, maybe even decade and a half closer to that I've been on the internet. Dude, because, like, again, the takeaway from this conversation, your takeaway from the things I've been saying, should be, if you have children and they have access to the internet, keep an eye on them. Because they might just get exposed to the littlest pet shop online community. Or, like, underground Neopets trading. They might commit, like... They might commit, like, the, like, Neopets version of, like, sales fraud, dude. Like, you gotta keep an eye out. It's an insane place out there, and it always has been. So, like, because, like, this isn't a brag as much as it's just, like, this is silly that I have this much information that I totally shouldn't have. You know, like, based on the age that I was and what I should have been up to at the time, there is no reason for me to know some of the things that I know about the internet. You know, or at least there's no reason for me to have first-hand experience with some of this, like, ancient bullshit, you know? So, like, keep your kids off the internet, dude. It's the best thing you can do for them. Not off the internet, maybe, but, like... Because, like, I understand. In modern day, it is, like... With, like, children having access to, like, cell phones and, like... You know, being able to, you know, interact with friends who are always online. It's gonna be difficult. And, you know, in typical fashion, I don't give parenting advice because I'm not a parent. But, like... From being on the children end of it, just, you know, you're not gonna stop them, but keep an eye out, you know? Watch over them from afar to ensure that they don't end up with, like, I don't know, live streaming themselves playing a children's video game with, like, a rat image representing them. I don't know. I'm just saying. I like it. But, you know, maybe that's not what you want for your child. I'm perfectly content with where I am in life. I kind of like the exposed stone in the ceilings. Now, I'm going to have to mine the ore out of it, but... Like, otherwise... Oh, don't want to fall down there. Otherwise, I think the stone works. And I have enough stone that it will continue to work out for me, I think. I think I'll leave this section wide open. That way I have access to it. Because it's kind of cool to see. I might even put a window in instead. Because I think that could be neat. Neat to have. But no, yeah. That's about that. Sorry, I get the ball rolling on a subject, and then I just can't stop myself. Why did I do that side this time? I think it's because I turned. Just like, I get the ball rolling while I'm building, talking about a subject, and then I just can't stop myself. So, like, I tend to, funny haha ramble about everything. But no, yeah, that's come in handy for me a lot. Because, like, again, I have, like, a meager amount of broadcast experience, and, like, vocal training, and, like, on-air training, and so, like, the like, big thing they teach you is, like, dead air is the death of you. Don't, like, even if you gotta say something stupid, don't say anything, like, that'll get you in trouble, of course, but, like, you know, always be saying something interesting, because if you stop saying something interesting, people lose focus, and they stop caring. If you were, like, listening to, like, a podcast, and the podcast hosts just randomly shut up for 5 minutes, and then we're like, so yeah, how do you feel about DMT? You know, I don't think, like, that's funny at all, but I don't think it's, I don't think that's, I think those 5 minutes would lose some people. But no, yeah, so it's good to keep your mouth yapping at all times. Yeah, this is looping. It has to be. It's not a particularly short loop, so I'm not bothered, because I keep tuning completely out of it every now and again. Not that I'm, like, turning it off, but, like, my brain is just, like, focused on what I'm doing and what I'm saying enough, and, like, reading chat enough that, like, I'm not super de-duper involved in what I'm listening to. That's kind of why it exists, really, just to fill the dead air. To help fill the dead air, so in those, like, couple minute times where I'm quiet, it's not just, like, here, for example, it's not just, like, yeah, you know, so it's not like that, and I'm able to, like, effectively, like, when I get quiet for a moment, it's just not, like, deafeningly silent in here. I broke my pickaxe. I gotta go back up. But this side looks real good. Oop. I got the whole setup out of line by doing that. So I had to realign a window or two. So we're so close to being done. With the staircase. And I couldn't be happier about that. I could be happier, however, about the amount of pickaxe that I have left, which is none. So let me be happier about that by adding another pickaxe to my repertoire of broken pickaxes. Let's start working my way down. I need to remember not to... I have to do this with this, or else I have to go back up and make a shovel. And that is a fate worse than death, I tell you that. I would much rather do it the difficult way, damn it. Okay. So let's work our way down, shall we? But no, yeah, I kind of just, like, observe a lot of internet communities. Like, I've recently started, like, being active in the Doctor Who online community a little more via just, like, the odd Twitter post here and there. Because that's when I used to be active in and stopped at some point. Just because, like, it doesn't, like, content-wise, it doesn't really mesh. And I've considered making, like, other accounts so that I can, you know, so that I can, like, guilt-free talk about that kind of stuff. Like, that kind of interest that, like, might not interest the people following my existing account. But recently I've had sort of a brainwave that just like, hey, not everything about you needs to be an appealing brand. You know? So, like, talk about what you want, dude. Nobody cares. And so, like, I've just started kind of doing that. Well, I'm sure people care, but, like, they're not gonna, nobody's gonna, like, shit down my throat because I tweeted about something they didn't really like all that much, you know? Like a show or a game they're not super interested in. I've been having a great time on Blue Sky, by the way. Blue Sky is a lot of fun. I don't post there super often with original stuff, just because it's a lot of reposts from Twitter. But, like, for me at least, you know, not that I'm getting a lot of reposts from Twitter, but I cross-post pretty much everything I post on Twitter to Blue Sky to, like, keep my Blue Sky account active. Not that I think I'm gonna, like, lose my account if I don't, you know, participate in the ecosystem. But, like, it's just that, like, I don't want to let it, like, lie dormant if I don't have to. And even if that means, like, posting tweets there, you know, they'll reach different people that way. That's another thing I need to get done. I need to get done, like, a little Live Now banner. Like, a piece of artwork that I can attach to these, like, you know, stream, things. Like, the stream tweets. And, like, posts and stuff, so it's not just, like, a link to Twitch and boop, there you go. You know. Anyway, we got this part done. So now, next up on the docket is going and getting some stuff. Next up on the docket, cleaning out the thing, because it's night out, and I don't want to deal with that. So let me get this ore out of the way. And this piece of cobble. And all this dirt that's down here. I'd like this to be a clean stone surface. In fact, I could probably do the leaf thing on the way down here, but I think it'd look a little messy, maybe? I don't know. It's a hard thing to commit to. Okay, yeah, I put that on the right side. But for now, I'm thinking stone will work. It makes it look a lot more mine shafty, you know? Ugh, shafty. Alright, so we've just about got a full inventory here. And we've got hella headroom on our staircase. So let's head up. Make our way on up. And I think we need to fill in that stone, which means we're gonna have to step out of here at some point. Like, it's inevitable now. I suppose I could just, like, smelt the stone that I had down there, and maybe that'll prove to have been the right decision. In the long run. No, 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 no. Do not tag team me, thanks. Come inside. Because I have some stone in here I need to gather. The stone gatherer. That's what they call me, the stone gatherer. Nobody has ever called me the stone gatherer, not even one time, and I would implore you not to. Let's see. Stone. Here we go. It's a stack of stone. Just for shits. Nope. Not able to sleep. Okay. And now we run. Nope, now we run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Hey, no. Don't blow that up, please. Thanks. That's okay. That can be rebuilt pretty easily. I'm not super sweated about it. Let me get my stone out. Wait till I come across a spot that doesn't have any stone. Missing stone, missing stone, missing stone. And then we come down here to where the dirt was, and stone, 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 stone. Stone, 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 stone. There we go. Done. Donezo. Done stone. Haha. Okay. Now that'll do it. I think, though, for the sake of stream VOD, I will take a quick and dirty screeny just to use for the VOD thumb. It's a lot of, like, tunnels and bridges this playthrough. I don't know what's happening, dude. I got no clue what's happening to me. But I'm enjoying my tunnels and bridges, I'll tell you that much. But I think that is as good of a stopping point as we're gonna get this stream. So don't go anywhere just yet. We got a whole raid ahead of us. But we're going to save and quit to title. Because I'm not finishing that barn today, which sucks. But, oh, not starting soon. There we go. And let me pull somebody to raid while I'm just smitten here. Moon Ryu, I'm seeing someone here. Moon Ryu with 50 viewers. They seem like someone who would be cool to raid into. Murio. No, Moon Ryu. Okay, there is an N. There is an N in there. Alright, so we're gonna raid them. So, you know, be nice, have fun. But before that, exclamation point VODs. We'll get you a link to the VODs channel where I like archive everything, the one I spent like an hour yapping about. An exclamation point socials. We get, yeah, all the links to my social media through my link tree. I'm thinking of switching to cards soon. Tried it. Don't know if I like it. I'll figure that out. Anyway, catch you on the flip.